Hi everybody. Hope you're having a nice evening, morning, wherever you're watching this. This is my first. Hi, I think we're still live. This is my first Facebook Live in the group, so I hope it goes well. I hope there's no freezes or anything. Welcome. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sonia, and I am a psychosomatic therapy based coach. I know that sounds like a lot, but I am using somatic therapy, which is the mind body construct, to understand what are the blocks that people have to getting what they want in life, to get a life of ease, intimacy, authentic self-expression, manifestation, yeah, what people really want. So I'm really, really good at finding the blocks, the old stories, the patterns, the strategies, the sabotage that we all struggle with at times, and helping people move past that. And so I'm trained in somatic therapy, and I like to use that knowledge to move people forward in life, to help support people on their journeys. So that's kind of a little bit about me. And I love finding blocks and resistances to things so that we can let them go. And we all want to manifest, and ultimately we are beings of earth and light. We are spirit and matter together. We are infinitely powerful beings, powerful beyond some of our even wildest dreams. So powerful that it's scary. And we are here to, on this earth, in this body, in a way to step fully into that power and manifest our gifts to this world, heal ourselves, heal the planet. So many of us I know are healers, either individual healers or work in a way that heals nations, countries, people, societies. We want to make this place a better place, and we want to make ourselves feel better in it. Ultimately, that's where it starts, in ourselves, right? So, so in terms of manifestation, you know, um, we want certain things. We're like, yeah, like for example, I want money, or I want a relationship that feels nurturing and safe, or I want to feel healthy, or whatever. And no matter what I do, I can't get it. Like no matter what I do, somehow I just like trip and fall on my face. And there are reasons for that, because no matter how much we want it, like here, like deep down inside, the energy is not resonating. So I'm going to talk today about the 3 steps, the 3 codes to manifest, to being a powerful manifester. I want all of us to be powerful manifestors, and share our gifts with the world. We all have unique gifts that we come here with, and the world would not be complete without you. And so that's kind of why I'm doing this, and why I'm doing this live call in this group in a way. And if you're joining, I see some people are here. Just wave, say hi in the comments. I would love to hear from you. So yeah, so for example, yeah, I had a client once, who really wanted to cultivate intimacy in relationships. She wanted like the love that would make them feel so good. But as we worked to uncover the layers inside and the blocks, we realized that my client was actually deathly afraid of being that close to somebody, because intimacy meant me maybe giving themselves away, or something that they experienced in their past, in their family of origin. So while on the surface they wanted something, inside there was a little wounded inner child saboteur that sabotaged it, and that was deathly afraid of getting it. Same thing with money wounds. I had, and probably still have, tremendous money wounds and money blocks. And I grew up in a world where there was no money at all, and then a lot of money, and then that money was kind of had a lot of chaos attached to it or control attached to it. And what did I do? I had this brilliant education and all the opportunities. I went to work in NGOs, getting paid virtually very little. Because in my head, all the while wanting more money and asking for more money, all the while because inside of me, my energetic vibration was like, money is bad. Money is scary. And this is how things play out. Yeah, so these blocks are really important. So usually when we want to manifest things, there's really three categories that we manifest in: health, wealth, or love. I think those are kind of the three main general ones, and it's really good to identify where you're a really good manifester and where you're not as good of a manifester, because we're all good at manifesting certain things and have difficulties manifesting others. So on the practical level, what is manifestation like on an energetic, on a purely energetic level? On the purely energetic level, manifestation is a formula, and it's intention, faith, plus gratitude. So faith plus gratitude equals manifestation. And what I mean by that is intention of what you want, so very clear understanding of what you want, and a sense of gratitude in a way that is like knowing that it already happened. Like that's the trick. It's like this faith and gratitude together. It's the intention plus a gratitude in knowing and believing and having faith that it already happened. And that seems like a very simple thing to do, but we all have these saboteurs that gets in the way. And then once we do our inventory and do our work around our issues, this formula of intention plus gratitude that it already happened, like knowing that it already happened, yields results. Yeah. So I just want to talk about three main kind of steps to get there. First of all, I want to say that we all think about manifestation as this thing of like, oh, I want it, and it's just gonna like drop on my head. Like, oh, I want the perfect boyfriend, and the perfect boyfriend just like drops on our head. It's like, oh, I want a, 10K month, and the 10K month just like comes. That is not manifestation. That is wishful thinking, and it doesn't work. It hasn't worked for me. If it works for you, let me know. Manifestation is actually the creative power. It's a feminine energy. It's creation. It's manifestation. It's abundance. That's the energy of manifestation. On the opposite side of that, you've got scarcity mindset. That is not feeling safe. That is fear. That is constricted energy. And that's scarcity. Yeah? So when we want to manifest, we actually have to be in this open, energetic field of creation. And then things come. So it's an active. Manifestation is active. Yeah? So three steps. One, and I've already touched a little bit upon that, is uncover your blocks. Do the work, you guys. Do the work. I work with people in all sorts of ways, in somatic healing modalities, in kind of sacred earth medicines, in shamanic ways. There's all sorts of ways that are available to you. Do the work. We always attract the vibration that we pull out, that we put out. For example, if you want the perfect boyfriend, or somebody wants the perfect boyfriend, but we have anxiety around abandonment. I've worked through this for years, still working. But if we have anxiety about abandonment, we put that out into the energetic field. And that is what we come back. That is the beacon we send. Manifestation is all about sending the beacon out. So if we have a story that love hurts and love is going to abandon us, we're going to find somebody to fulfill that story, that resonates with that story. Their energy is going to resonate with our energy. Yeah, it's like an energetic vibration. If somebody's resonating like this and you're resonating like this, it's not gonna like click. It's not gonna come together. There's nothing to stick to. It's like Velcro. You need the two parts to stick. So manifestation is really like Velcro. You need the two parts to stick, and if the Velcros are different, they're not gonna stick. They're not gonna stick. So what you're putting out is what you're gonna come in. So find out what your wounds are, what your blocks are. If you need help with that, message me. I would love to set up a call with you. But there's so many ways to do that, and it's a continuous journey. So that's one. Uncover your blocks. Get really familiar with your blocks. Yeah, and work through them. There's a lot of people that say like release the blocks or heal or make them disappear, make them go away kind of thing. I don't believe that's possible. It's in our DNA. And in fact, our blocks, when we bring consciousness to them, they share our gifts. Our gifts are like the gifts that we come to this world to manifest. Ironically, they're sitting inside our blocks. They're sitting inside our wounds. They're sitting inside our family of origin trauma and drama and pain. It's in those dark places where our gifts to the world are waiting to be brought into the consciousness. I'm going to say that again because it's really important, because so many people get discouraged. The gifts that we come here to share with the world are hiding inside our wounds. They're hiding inside our wounds. So, let's bring those wounds into consciousness. It's not about getting rid of them. It's not about sewing them up. It's not about pretending they're not there. It's about bringing them into consciousness, loving them, and understanding this part of us. So that's number one. Get to know your blocks. Get to know your patterns, your stories. Number two, step into your power. Step into your power. And this is a step that is a natural progression from step number one. You can't really do step number two until you've done at least enough work with step number one. It's like they kind of, little by little. And we're going to do a little meditation shortly to get a sense of what this power may look like. And what I mean about inner power is this fierce self-love, fierce sense of I'm not abandoning myself, fierce sense of I am awesome, I love myself, I'm amazing. This sense, because all of us are amazing, because all of us have our unique gifts. It's not just kind of hashtag self-love on Instagram or whatever. It's living that. And the way that we live that is not necessarily about getting, a massage or take out sushi or whatever that luxury thing means, but it's about living like a king or a queen. And that means boundaries. That means knowing your worth. That means saying no when it's not in your best interest to engage in that way. That means saying yes to something, even though you're afraid. But it's good for you. That taking that leap of faith in something is serving you, saying that yes, and knowing how to say no, knowing your boundaries. Taking risks because we feel safe. Another paradox of life is that we can only take risks when we feel safe. That's another paradox of life. And we feel safe when we understand our blocks, our wounds. Yeah, we love them. And we step into our power. Because they can't hurt us anymore. Because we love them, we know them. If you know something, it can't hurt you as much. If I know that I get anxious about, a relationship that is whatever, I know that I have this anxiety, I take responsibility for it. It doesn't rule my life anymore. Yeah. So this place of stepping into your power, it's feeling safe. It's learning how to feel safe. And we're going to do a meditation about that. And the third step is creation. Yeah? Getting to understand your blocks, stepping into your power, and creating. So as I said earlier, manifestation is a creative force. It's not passive. It's not latent. It's not potential. You know, we have masculine and feminine. That's another conversation. But we have masculine and feminine energies. Yeah, the masculine energies are potent. Yeah? It's holding space. It's the potential, the unmanifest potential. Feminine energy is the creative. It's like birth. It's this wild, like, masculine energy is like straight to the point, direct. Feminine energy is like this. It's creative. Yeah. Manifestation. That's how it comes. Manifesting the unmanifest. Putting ideas into action, no matter how scary it might be. Yeah. And it's about creating the frequency that you want to attract, because we're putting out a beacon into the world. It says, this is what I want to come back to me. Yeah. I'm feeling abundant. This is what I want to come back to me. So it's really, imagine that you are a beacon and what you would do to attract that same energy. It's just really about stepping past the blocks and creating. So right now I'm going to invite you to do a little meditation. Hi everybody, and we're going to do a meditation to, hold on, somebody can't see the class. I don't know why, just 1 second, because I know somebody really wants to see it. Anyways, they will have the recording. So we're going to do a little meditation to meet our authentic, powerful self. Yeah? And so I invite you to close your eyes, take a seat, find a comfortable seat, center yourself, find some breaths. Yeah, get some breaths. Just observe your breath. Close your eyes. And begin to notice your body. Notice how it feels. A few breaths. And as you notice your body, notice a place right below your tailbone, your root chakra. Your root chakra. Notice how it feels, the weight, maybe the color, red. And then notice from there a taproot starting to go down, 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 past your seat, your floor, down past the foundation of your house or your apartment, into the soil, down, 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 past the bedrock, all the rocks, maybe some masses, deep into the center of Mother Earth. And in that center of Mother Earth, there's a cool silver lake. A cool silver lake. And as you feel that silver lake, feel your taproot just tapping into that silver lake. And just feel that essence of Mother Earth, the safety and abundance and nourishment in that silvery essence of that water. Just go up your taproot. Up, up, up. Up past the bedrock, the soil, all the pebbles, the rocks, the grass, the foundation of your house, your floor, your seat, and into your body. And just feel your body being filled with this cool, silvery essence of Mother Earth. This love and safety and nourishment of the Great Mother. Feel it in your hips, in your legs, your belly, your back, your chest, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your neck, your head, the top of your head. Just feel it all being encompassed in this safety, in this love. And then notice the top of your head, the crown chakra. And notice from there, a subtle chord comes up. This one more subtle, maybe it's translucent, maybe it's shimmery. And feel it just rise up from your crown chakra, up, 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 past the ceiling of your house, past the roof, into the sky, into the atmosphere, the stratosphere, into the solar system, past the solar system, into the galaxy, higher through our galaxy, into the center of the universe, where you will find a golden light of potential and freedom and universal consciousness. And just feel that golden light go down your cord, down, 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 into our galaxy, into our solar system, into the stratosphere of the earth, into the atmosphere, the air, past the roof, the ceiling, and into your body. And just feel your body just being covered with this golden essence of infinite freedom, infinite consciousness, and infinite potential. And just feel it circulate through your body. Yeah. Feel it circulate through your body. Just stay there. And as you feel rooted into the earth and connected to all of creation, find yourself somewhere in nature, in a place that makes you feel happy and joyful. Maybe it's a place from your childhood, a place in nature where you just feel joy and excitement. Maybe it's a place you remember very well, or maybe it's a place you've never been. Notice the smells, the taste, the textures, how the earth feels beneath your feet, what's around you, maybe the wind, maybe the sun, the smells. And just look over to the horizon. Look at the horizon and notice there's somebody out there in the horizon coming towards you. Just notice how that figure is walking, how they're coming closer and closer, and you can't quite tell who they are, but you feel there's somebody very important, somebody very special. Notice them, and now you can almost make them out. They're coming closer. You can make out their features, and you're noticing that it is a higher version of you. It's your authentic self. Notice how they look, how they walk, how they feel. They're coming so closer. This person, this beautiful person, is your authentic, higher self. Your full expression. Your full authentic expression. And they've come really close. And you can see their face, how they look at you. Just take a few moments to look at them. See if you have any questions. See if you have a question to ask your most authentic, highest self about manifesting what you want. See if you can ask them a question. And watch how they look at you as you ask your question. And now that authentic self, you see, they're coming a little closer and they're bending to whisper something in your ear that only you know, that only you can hear. They're going to whisper an answer. Just hear that answer. You can say thank you and gratitude, for it's only for you. You can look again at your authentic self. Look at the radiance and beauty and openness and freedom and safety and abundance that just emanates from this being. Such a beautiful being. Such a beautiful being. And thank them and watch them walk away. And you can put your hand right now on your heart and know that that authentic self, that higher, empowered, loving person is your full potential. It's you. It's you right now. And you can come back into the room. You can open your eyes. You can come back to this class, to this video. And what you just happened was a very powerful practice about seeing what your full potential looks like, feels like, yeah? And that vibration is what you want to hold. That is the vibration that is going to manifest what you want. So as you're moving through the world, feel that vibration of your most authentic higher self. And that is going to be your ticket to manifesting your intentions. Yeah? So I'm just going to, like, on a very practical level, we kind of went over the steps and we went over, the meditation to familiarize ourselves with the energy that is needed. So now I just want to go very quickly, I don't want to take too much of your time, about the practicalities. First, what do you want to attract? Be very clear about it. Write it down. Yeah? Is it a certain kind of love, a certain kind of intimacy, better health, wellness, abundance financially? Get very clear on what you want to call it. And know that when it comes, it may not be in the exact image that you are having there. So make the intention and trust the universe that is going to give it. And then get very clear on why it's not happening. It's not because the stars are not aligned, It's because there are blocks to it inside. When our energy is in free flow, and frankly, nobody's energy really is in complete free flow all the time. We all have blocks and armoring. But when energy is in a free flow, when it's in a state of free flow, it's this very relaxed, safe, abundant place from which we can create and attract. Understand where your blocks are. Understand the patterns. Understand the wounds of the inner child, the traumas. I'm going to be offering a class on a group class called the Authentic Relationship, to really look at the traumas and the blocks around authentic relating and why that doesn't happen to people. So I'll post on that maybe next week. But there's a lot of resources out there, and especially working one-on-one is really potent to kind of identify your own personal patterns and stories that are sabotaging the manifestation, and see where the blocks are. Emotions are, we think emotions are somewhere like here, but really emotions are a physical sensation. Yeah, you'd be surprised when you do enough meditation. Apart from, I do somatic therapy, so we really work on the body to open up the emotions, but we can really realize that emotions are physical sensations. When we feel small, our throat, so we have blocks in our throat sometimes. When we are sad, our heart clenches. When we're in fear, our musculature just tenses up, Yeah. That's why animals shake after, that's why deer shake if they escape being hunted by a predator, to loosen it all up, to remove the blocks. Get support. We all need support. We can't do it alone. I have support. Everybody who's working on this journey has support. And open up your own energy to receive the Velcro. Open up your energy. To live from this place of authentic self. You just met this radiant, loving, safe, powerful being that is you in the meditation. Step into it. I know sometimes we feel so small and unseen and unheard, and we kind of walk around like this, yeah. But that being lives inside of you. And so one really good way of doing that, of learning to live from your power, is number one, everything is practice. Yeah, you don't become a good yogi by just going onto the mat and doing it. You become a good yogi by doing it every single day or every how many days and having it an extended period of time. You become a strong meditator by getting on the cushion every single day. You become a good public speaker by practicing public speaking. You become a good lawyer by practicing law. Like, it's life. Practice living from your power. A really good way to do that is in the morning. One of the first things you do in the morning, especially I would recommend it be the first thing you do in the morning because your mind is spacious from dreaming. Write down your intention. I have a little journal next to my bed. I wake up, I write down my intention for the day. Yeah, just for the day. Small, big, whatever. And before you go to sleep, also for that day, write down one thing that you're grateful for that happened in that day. Yeah? It's a practice. Sometimes you feel like, oh my God, it's like, oh, I don't know what I'm grateful for, my child again. I don't know. Write it down. Write it down. Sometimes we don't feel like going to exercise and we still do it. This is the same exact thing. Sometimes we don't feel like being in our power, feel like being grateful, and yet we still have to force our mind to do it. Build new neuron synapses. That's all it is. We're building new neuron synapses for living in that place of power. Yeah? Yeah. So, and it's also a place of like faking it until you're making it. Being in that place of, pretending is building the neurons, the synapses. Yeah. So don't be afraid of faking it until you're making it, because you're opening yourself up to that energy. That's all that matters. We want to open ourselves up to that energy. And number 3, create. Yeah, be your beacon, create your beacon. A very practical thing to do is a vision board. If you're in DC, I'm holding a vision board workshop on Sunday. You just have to come yourself. I'm having all these magazines and canvases, and it's going to be really fun. You don't need to do that. You can do your own vision board. It's not rocket science. You can Google it, get a bunch of magazines, a poster board. I like canvas because it feels more luxurious, more potent. Create a vision board of what you want to come in. Put it across your, when you wake up, on the opposite side of your bed. So you wake up, you see your vision. You're reminded of your vision. Create. You want to create financial abundance in something. Write down, journal all the ways that can happen. Journal all of your creative ideas. Creative ideas. And then take a risk with those ideas. They might fail, they might go well, they might not go well, but do them. It's the action that is really important. Put yourself out there and create. You want boyfriend, you want girlfriend that sees you, understands you, and loves you, they won't come to your door. Date. Now there's all these electronic apps. Do it. Even if the perfect person doesn't come along, do it. After I divorced from my marriage, I had a marriage that dissolved because we were no longer on the same vibration. It was not welcoming anymore, so that we could both grow individually. But anyways, at one point I was really ready to bring in a more like a nurturing love, a love that was spiritual, a love that where I could grow as a person. And I was like, where am I going to find this person? And so I dated. I did the Bumble, the Tinder, the thing, that. I entertained people who talked to me at the park. I went to parties. I was out there. And you know what? Like, most people on the apps Didn't work out. Made some good friends. I made some really good friends through that, but didn't work out. You know, the parties, the friends of friends, didn't work out. But you know what happened? I learned a lot about myself. I actually moved through a lot of things in that process, so that when I went for 3 days to Costa Rica to a festival, I could meet somebody who was my Velcro in that way. And 2 years later, you know, we're in this beautiful journey of self-love and spirit and discovery and holding space for each other to heal wounds and grow, and support each other and co-creating so many exciting things. But I would have never met that person if I didn't do the work before. You know, so sure, like my partner fell off the sky on a beach in Costa Rica in a festival. Who would have thought, you know, like, how does that even happen? I never thought I would. What happens at festivals stays in festivals has always been my mindset. But here it was because I did the work beforehand. So don't forget to create opportunities for yourself. Create the manifestation, the opportunities. If you want health and wellness, you know, and you seem to get like tripped up about whatever that is your problem, it is your inner pain with it. Set an intention in the morning. An intention that you may be able to achieve, a small intention for that one day, not for losing 50 pounds or becoming vegan while you're eating meat right now. No, for today. Set an intention for today. You know, little steps. And at the end of the day, be grateful. You know, and the journey is like creation. Creation is a feminine energy, so it's like this. It's not linear. It's not linear. This is masculine. This is linear. And toxic masculinity is why we are like this in the first place, and our world is falling apart. So embody this creative process of manifestation, and sometimes you go forward, and sometimes you retreat. You know, life is like pulse. Our heart, everything in the universe pulses. It expands and contracts, expands and contracts. So that's how manifestation is also as well. And lastly, release any expectation of how it would be. If you are doing your work, if you are bringing consciousness to your blocks and patterns, if you are stepping into your power, and if you're creating, don't expect the universe to present you with the specific thing. It might, I don't know, it may. But the universe has a much greater perspective on the world than we do, and it'll manifest. But release the attachment to the expectation of how it will be, because the attachment is a place of scarcity. Because as soon as we attach to our intention, to our manifestation, we cling. It's a tense situation. It's not expansion, it's tensity, if that's a word. And it's a place of scarcity because we're clinging, we don't want to let go. We're afraid it's not going to happen. So no attachment in manifestation. Manifestation is open. Yeah, attachment is there. So that's pretty much it, I think, with regards to the codes, the 3 sacred codes to manifestation. And remember, the formula is intention plus faith and gratitude. Know what you want to attract and have the gratitude, the infinite gratitude that it already happened. This feeling of it already happening. It's a feeling. So I just want to close. I want to thank everybody for watching. I would love your comments. Love, love, love your comments. And just want to sit here, take a little moment in closing, and just feel what you want to manifest. Feel yourself already having manifested it. Feel yourself already having this thing that you want. And feel the infinite gratitude to the universe for having it, for giving it to you. It's like you already got it and you're so grateful. That's the energy of being in your power and manifesting. All right, my dears, it was such a pleasure to talk and do this masterclass. I really look forward to your comments And also, I would love some feedback from you about what else you want some classes on. All right, my love. Bye. Have a good evening or morning.